guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Charlie Starr. I'm an astrologer and tarot reader, and today I wanted to do a little YouTube reading for you guys using my tarot deck for the season of Scorpio. Scorpio's coming up. It's almost here, you guys, and I already do like month videos for my astrology fans where I use all the aspects, all the transits that are happening in the month based on the astrology. So I already do that. My October video is already up, and my November video I will be making shortly. But I wanted to do specifically for Scorpio season. Okay, so the card we have for the month overall is the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands, this is a really good omen, you guys. So the Four of Wands really talks about building a structure and a foundation upon which then we can essentially build our dream home, our like greatest worldly achievement dreams. So this is essentially laying the groundwork. We're going to be laying the groundwork for a lot of things that are to come. So this is also a celebratory card. This is also a card that has to do with commitments. So making commitments to the things that we want in life, celebrating how hard we've worked to get to like a strong place, because the fours also have to do with strength as well as foundation. So like a strong foundation is super important. So this month, you guys really focus on building a strong foundation, having a strong foundation upon which the next step can be put. Okay, so like you need to have like a level surface when you're building a foundation for any sort of building. You also want it to be like a strong foundation so that, you know, when natural disasters happen, they're not going to completely, you know, destroy your house. So that's what the energy of this month is really giving me. It's very much an energy that's saying focus on your foundation and making sure that your foundation is strong, whether that is the foundation of your relationships, like working on your marriage or working on your career or working on, like, it doesn't really matter. The wands really just has to do with any part of our life that is important that we put our passion into. So the wands are the fire sign, and the fire is all about passion. So wherever you're feeling passionate, wherever you're feeling that energy, right? That's Mars. Mars is in Gemini right now. So whatever that means to you, focus on building that strong foundation. Let's see what else we can get. And I mean, I like basic. I like being able to like hold on to something. Do you know what I mean? But let's see. I don't want you guys to be like watching this whole video and you're like, you only pulled one card, Charlie. So, whoa, something just popped out. Oh my gosh, this card popped out again. Are you serious? Maybe this is the only card we're supposed to pull. Let me, I can ask if this is the only card we're supposed to pull. No, okay, we can pull another card. Great, so what's another card? Okay, so Five of Cups. This energy, it really talks about like focusing on loss. And what I always tell people when I pull this card for like advice is essentially like you're sad because you're focusing on like what you don't have instead of focusing on what you do have. And take that with a grain of salt, because there's a time for mourning, and mourning is not a bad thing to do. It's a healthy thing to do. So essentially at this time, there may be, you know, like a quarter of you that are watching this that are really like needing to focus on loss and just to like grieve in whatever way that you can the loss of something. So also in this card, be encouraged that there's cups behind this person that are upright, that they still have. So they haven't lost everything. They still have a lot, if that makes sense. They're not focusing on it though. They're not looking at it. So that's what I'm thinking is like kind of happening for you guys, is like focusing on the things that you've lost and on sadness. And I'm going to leave that up to your guys' own intuition to decide whether that message is saying this is a time to mourn and a time to grieve, or whether it's saying The reason why you're sad is because you're focusing on the negative. And if you just turn around, you could see that you still have so much. It could be both. Okay, so there's that. Nine of Wands. Okay, so some of you guys, a quarter of you guys, you're in a place where you need to make a decision. You're kind of reaching the end of a cycle, and at the end of that cycle, you're trying to decide what your next step is going to be. The Nine of Wands, like the nines represent completion, but the Nine of Wands imply that there's an important decision that needs to be made. So it's kind of like you're wrapping up the end of a project or a chapter in your life, and now you're realizing that there's a lot of choices or a choice about a lot of things that you need to be making. So with this, the wands always encourage you guys to like go with the thing that you really want. The other thing about the Nine of Wands is that it's saying that there's more here than you think. So a lot of the time when the Nine of Wands card is pulled, the person is considering 2 or 3 options, but as a matter of fact, there's actually more options. So it's kind of like some of the options that you're considering, you're only considering because you have a limited idea of like what it is that you can accomplish. The Nine of Wands are telling you like think bigger, like don't think about what's possible and then try and pick from that list of what you think is possible. Start from the heart and say, what do I want? What do I really, really want? What makes me like turned on? What makes me feel alive? And then go from there. And then that will sort of like eliminate all the other options. And maybe it'll eliminate all the options that you were considering. Okay, so a third card here. The Hermit. Okay, Scorpio season is dark. Everybody knows Scorpio season is dark. This is the Halloween sign, right? But the Hermit reminds us to be alone. This makes a lot of sense because like when you picture like the witch in the Halloween season, most of us witches are solitary witches. We benefit from being alone. So take this sign as a sign that it's time for you to spend time alone. And that's okay. It's going to be your time to go inward, to go and do your shadow work, to go and, be alone with yourself and spend time like prioritizing numero uno. Okay. All right. Last card. Okay. This last card here. Ooh, it's a 7 of coins. 7 of coins. Okay, so the 7 of coins, this is what I'm getting for you guys. You guys have already done a lot. A lot. So, yeah. This card can let you know that you should be proud of yourself because you have worked really hard. And it's now honestly time to look back at what you've done and to celebrate your successes. The sevens is not the end of a cycle. So the temptation here is to feel like you can't look back because you have to keep going because you're not done. So this card is telling you, yeah, you're not done, but look how much you have done. So don't forget that. You're being too hard on yourself with this card. You are not acknowledging how much you have done in the past. And looking back on that and recognizing your effort and your achievements will make you realize that you have what it takes to complete it, but you don't have to beat yourself up in order to get there. Okay, and that's all that I got for the month of October. I hope you guys have a great month of October. October is going to be happening like on a new moon, so it's probably not the best time to like throw a Halloween party, unfortunately. I'm going to one anyway, but we'll see how well it's attended. So it's a good Halloween to like do some like cool creepy stuff on your own. And by creepy, I mean not always creepy. I just mean like go out and be your weird selves, or stay in and be your weird selves. Like it's a good, really good time to like set up an altar to your ancestors because like Day of the Dead, like this is the time, the veil is thin. Like that's all I'm going to say. All right, until next time, peace out, Charlie Star. Don't forget to like this video, and I love you. Bye.